Hello, how's everyone doing? It's Tuesday. It's race night. It's race night. It's the last race of LFM season 11, and we're at Spa. How excited is this for the last race of the season? So, yes, what a season it has been. It has definitely been a season of highs and lows. We're probably more lows over the last few weeks than necessarily highs. So, guys, well, thank you for joining us on this race tonight. Hope we're going to have a good time. Hopefully, we're going to have a great race. So this is the end of season 11. So we're going to look at the goals for the race in a second and kind of work through what we're trying to get out of this particular race. I wonder what season has this been? It's been some... I started really strong. I was finished season 10. I was gaining ELO. I was feeling really good about the car, LFM. Then I think I started the first couple of races, gaining ELO. Brilliant. The future is up. And then the Hungarian ring happened where I was bashed to smithereens, and I kind of from going from like 5th or 6th to like last. And then it's been a season of just bumps, bashes. I think the only other highlight was the Nürburgring, where that was a great race. We finished 9th, was really tough with that. Watkins Glen, we got round by coasting because we almost ran out of fuel. And then we had Valencia, where we were knocked off corner 2, corner 3. And the lovely lad at least held back, and we finished back of the pack with the guy that knocked me off, but it wasn't great. Setterton, where we were taken out by somebody else. So yes, it's been ups and downs really. So we're here at Spa. Hopefully we can have a good end to the season. I really do hope so. I've got everything crossed. So what are the goals for this race? What are we trying to achieve? Let's go and check them out. Okay, so the 3 goals for Spa are to qualify over 221, which I know isn't the fastest. Ideally I'd like to be around a 220, but I'd been averaging around 2.2, and I'd finally dropped down to 2.21. Thankfully, because of some, lots of practice and some racing that I did with Bongo Racing last week on their community race, which was excellent. So if you've not checked out the videos, they're definitely worth checking out. There's some great, Robin and the team Bongo Racing does an awesome task of creating some great races. So we averaged 222. I've got down to 221. And we're running Go setups now. So previously I've been running, checking the time, Coach Dave setups. And this season I've run the Ferrari, which I've definitely been faster. On average, I've been as high as 2 seconds faster per lap in some tracks. Others about the same, and some a little bit slower, with Kyalami being a challenge for me. But we want to qualify 221. I think hopefully we'll be split 3, so we'll see how that puts us. We want to try and gain positive ELO if we can. Having had the ELO free fall this season, we want to end in a positive ELO, which I think we need to be around 12 or 13 to achieve that. So we'll see how we go. I guess qualifying will dictate possibly how well that will go. And no Morris mishaps. I think over the last few races of this season, at Silverstone, I was P9th. I overcooked it in one of the corners, spanned the car, and lost a whole ton of spaces. Mount Panorama, again, I was more towards the back of the pack, but again, a stupid mistake, spun the car, lost a couple of places. And if you caught the stream last week at Kyalami, same again. So I'd say I raced here last Thursday, no incidents, so fingers crossed that's the case. So there are goals, so fingers crossed we can do that. So as I said, this season we've run the Ferrari. I think the previous 2 seasons the first season I ran the BMW, which was great. I then kind of messed around with a few other cars the season after that, season 2, and I ended up going back to BMW just for sort of like reassurance that I could cope with this where I was. And this season we've ran the Ferrari all the way through, and I think the Ferrari's been a good car. It's definitely skiddy as hell, but I think next season we're going to run it. Well, we are going to run a different car. I'm leaning towards the McLaren just because everyone's racing the McLaren, but I will be doing a video next week where I'm going to sort of benchmark the McLaren against the Ferrari, the Porsche, and the Mercedes with Go setups and see how they fit in. But I think I'm determined to try and bottom the McLaren. That's our goal. And I want season 12 to be the season where we start to kind of get out of the ELO ruts and try and start to get faster and faster and more consistent, less mishaps, and try and go on a bit of a journey. We're also hopefully going to be racing in the new Apex Online season, which I believe will be going live in October. So that will take over my regular Tuesday streams with being Apex if they stick to the same schedule as last time. And I'll probably revert to LFM just being a recorded video. So I haven't got time to do 2 streams in 1 week. I think the missus would kill me if I do more races than I am. So that's the plan. That is the goal for the end of this season. Let's go out on track, and we've got a few minutes before the server opens, so let's go over to the right screen, Andrew, which I sometimes forget to do. So where are we? So we're in split forward at the moment, so obviously it's a very popular end to the season, everyone's getting out. Cool, so we're running the we're running the Go setups on their Quali 2 setup. They've got 3 setups to play with. If I share my screen, that would always help. Let's find the right game, Andrew. That would be a good thing, so you can see what I'm seeing. There we go. Sorry if I didn't have that on before. There you go, you can actually see the screen. That should have been the screen on the previous screen. Anyway. So, yeah, we're running the Go setups, the Quali setup 2. Yeah, let's go on track. So what fuel we're on? Cool, you can see me, you can hear me. Hopefully everything's going to work. If I'm not showing you, the audio's on mute, so you know it wouldn't be me if I wasn't having a little bit of a mess up along the way. Thank you, Mark, for checking out the stream again. Hopefully we get a good race. Hopefully no incidents. So, power of positive thinking from the universe. We want to end on a high. Cut to the point of the video where we let's be positive. Let's be positive. Righty ho. So sound's on, I'm on, screen's on, race is on. Let's go. So I've got my race lab on screen, so hopefully you can see my telemetry, so you can see as I'm going faster and slower. And I've also got the those in the top corner as well. So hopefully everything is going to work. Hopefully technology will do its snizzle. So I raced it in the Bongo Racing Community Race last Thursday, which was brilliant fun. Everyone was quite faster than me. You know, it was around 2:18s, 2:19s. But hopefully, if there's a lot of splits, we're placed sensibly based on our current skill level. So we'll see. I think that's the one thing actually is the last few races there haven't been many splits. So I've definitely been running in a higher split than the rest of everybody else. So which has been quite tricky for me. I think Spa is my second most raced track, but it's certainly not the track I'm fastest at. For all the hours that I've driven it, it's been quite tough to get a master really. We're going to see how everyone gets through a Rouge. But so far so good with the Go setups. I've really enjoyed these so far. Whether it's just a placebo of a new setup, I'm not sure, but they definitely feel better than Coach Dave, so we'll see. So one thing I want to work on is my downshifts. I've been downshifting too slowly, so I'm struggling to bring the car to a stop. So this race we're going to really try and work on that and hopefully get our downshifts better. So we can brake later. Bring the car to a stop quicker. Because I'm hitting the braking lines okay, but I'm just finding it tricky to get the car to stop when it should do. Okay, so we've got 4 minutes before the server kicks in. So we might get one lap on here. Let's have a go. So it's definitely been a season of two halves. I really enjoyed the first part of the season, where the second half has just been, well, it's felt like a battle zone. So I guess will be interesting to see what we kind of get. So we'll see. Oh. Nice rubbered in track, which is good. Now, in the actual race, it's actually running real weather, so I was checking out the temperatures. I think it's currently 18 degrees, I don't know if it's going to be a nighttime race. I'm not sure. It might, so that'll be quite interesting to see. Never actually driven Spa at night, so that'll be quite interesting. Hopefully there's no rain. We haven't planned for rain. So we want a dry race ideally, if we can. But then not a bit wide there, Andrew. We'll not do that. So he thinks my fastest is 2:28. I'm not sure why he thinks that. Anyway. Yes, so again, just overshot my braking marker, which is not great. Trying to brake later on that corner, but obviously not that late that I cut the corner, so that's not so good. But let's get the mishaps out of the way now. Again, struggle to stop this car at time. The PSIs are a little bit high on the back. Time wise, okay. So we've got 1 minute before the server opens up. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to just pull over here. So we have 1 minute to the server, so let's yeah, so Race Labs thinks I've done a 2:18. If I have, it's in a previous live because I don't remember doing that. But anyway, it would be lovely if I have done a 2:18. That would be amazeballs, but I don't think I have. Okay, what was the running time? So, okay, so based on this lobby, 2:21 is the back of the pack. So, okay, let's drop out of this practice server. Quit out of there. I'm just going to go over to low fuel motorsport, so give me 1 second while I just go and do that. Wow, 6 splits. It's amazing. Everyone's proper showing up for this race this week. That is awesome. Split 6. So what is the strength of field? 752. That's actually quite good, actually. It means we've maybe got a slight fighting chance of actually having a good race because we're not in a high split. We're ranked car 23, so clearly low fuel motorsports have zero expectations about what we will do. So there we go. It's time to prove that we're not hot garbage. So we pop that on there. I love it how low fuel has zero hope you're going to do any good in this race. Okay, where are we? Split 6, split 6, split 6. Connect. Oh, and it's wet. Haha. Howtothrowacurveball.com. So what's the temperature is... So what are we? Okay, okay. Maybe it's not raining. Maybe... The track... Okay, it's clear. So track is 17 degrees. So let's just get this rotor in. The quali 2. So we are 5 clicks down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, no, we're going cold. So we need to go the other way, don't we? So we're going... So I'm being completely dense. Let's go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's touch a bit more fuel in. So tyres. Cool, we've got a new set of tyres, which is good. 3mm of tread. That's what I want to see. So it looks like it's going to be clear. Thank goodness. Couldn't cope with a wet session for the final race. Okay, so cool. So this is, again, we're ranked 23. So again, low expectations from Low Fuel Motorsport. So let's go out, see how the tyres cope. We can adjust the temperatures. I'm sorry, the PSIs. Let's see if we can get a 221. So we have got 11 minutes, so we haven't got a lot of time for quali. Okay, so the tyres are dropping, so hopefully we get some heat into them. So it's definitely overcast. Okay. Take it steady on cold tyres. So we might get 3 or 4 laps. So no Morris mishaps. I think that last corner is definitely one I haven't quite got right. I'm sort of having to back off the throttle, probably more than I'd want to. So I know I'm losing time there. Okay, tyres are coming up, so what the hell was he doing there? So the tyres are a bit too much, so we probably just want to knock him down a couple of places. So that was a bit wide, which is not ideal. Definitely running a bit high on the pressures. So I might just do a lap and then come in and adjust those. Whoa, what the heck? Did you see that car? What was he doing? Where was he going? That was crazy. Okay. Slidey through that. This guy's definitely holding us up. Oh, Andrew driving Miss Daisy through there. This is not going to be very quick. Okay, 222. We'll take that as a baseline. Okay, so much quicker for that corner, which was brilliant. So a bit of air now between me and the guy ahead, which is also good. Slow car, which is not ideal. Hopefully we can get past him. Keep out of my way. I'm on a hot lap. So it's a bit of pace through there. Oh, a bit quick through there, a bit quick on the gas. So the time that we made up, we've just lost a little bit. Thank you, it let me through, which is good. Can't get that corner right. It's not quite right. Okay, so we've got 2 laps of fuel. Okay, I think we're going to set goal number 1, which we have. Okay, 221. So mid-pack at the moment. Okay, so 220 gets us up to 7th. Okay. 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 Definitely losing about 2 tenths through that corner. Okay, so that's my best ever lap time actually. So almost a 220. So I can't complain to that. So we've got one more lap of fuel. Let's try and get down to a 220. 220 would put us in top 10, I think. So we're P14 at the moment, so 220 gets us top 11, I think. Didn't quite get that quite right. Just got my gears a bit messed up there, so I don't think quite going to knock that down. No, I don't think I'm going to quite make it. No, we're not. We might as well pull up. Yeah, I know, it was invalidated. Try and get back into ACC. Where has it gone? Too many windows. Turn to garage. So we were knocking on the door of a 220, which would have, I mean, I've never broken 220 ever. So a 221.3 is my best lap time by a country mile. So I've knocked 3 tenths off my time. I think prior to that I was a 224, so I knocked over a second off. So 220 would have got me around this mark, because I think at one point I was knocking on the door of 220, but you know, it's quite close, there's not much in it. So, on the whole, I mean, 16, we're getting close to potentially positive either, so we need to be gaining about 3 or 4 positions on the assumption that we don't get whacked on the race. But you know what, I absolutely will take that. If you said to me at the beginning of the race, I would have taken that. So, where are we now with fuel? So we're at 3 points. Let's just do a quick fuely check. So we're averaging, get my brain in gear. So we're 3.51 litres of fuel per lap. So looking at 67. So if we were averaging around a 221, what do we average then? So 67, okay, so 67, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 for luck. Cool. So 25 minutes. If I go slower, just so I work out the worst case now. If I get stuck in traffic, what we're looking at 64. Okay, so less. 220. What's that? Look at that. 67. Okay, so we're probably, yes, we should be 5 for fuel. So let's do one more for luck, just because I'd rather have more fuel than not. Okay, so we've got 1 minute 22, so have a quick nib at our goals. So goal 1 done. Almost knocked to the 220. Literally, we were super close. No more mishaps. We're so good in quali. Let's see how we get on in race, and let's see if we dropped a place. Okay, so we dropped P17. We need to be gaining 5 places in this race to try and get where we need to be. Hopefully we can do that. So track temperature is 17. I think the tyre temps were pretty good actually on the whole. I think what I might do is just knock them down 1 point, because they were knocking slightly high. So fuel is good, 3.6. Okay, so the fuel calc has gone up slightly. Let me just do a quick recalculation of the fuelage.com. So 69. Okay, so 69. So slightly higher for fuel. Let's just do a quick check. 69. Okay. Cool. It gets by more fuel than we're going to need, but I'd rather have more fuel than coasting on fumes, which we have seen in the past. Okay, so quali, it's good. Again, we dropped a few places down the end. So where were we just in qualifying in the end? So we were a 2:23. Okay, it's very close, isn't it? There's not much in it between all the places. So if I could have held that 2:20, that would have been awesome. But I think 3 people haven't bothered getting a quali in. Okay, so 17th, all to play for. So one of the 3 tasks are done. So from my point of view, it's the best session time I've had yet in Spa, which I know isn't brilliant, but from my point of view, in terms of my little sim journey, I'll take that. Just hope we can get round in a funny kind of way. We're at the back of the pack, whether we get any heroes who want to try and do something crazy. Hopefully the audio, I'll just knock these down to 2, so I'm not shouting at you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I was shouting. Yeah, I'm shouting a bit. Okay. Sorry for the people getting my audio levels right, so I'm not going belling in your ear holes. Right, come on. Let's do this. Let's drive. Let's have the best race we could have. Start the car. Always a good start. Car is started. I'm started. Let's get a flipping good race to end the season with. So one of the goals is done. 2 more to go. One's in my power with no more mishaps. Can't quote for anybody else's mishaps, but I can quote on my own. Hopefully we don't get taken out in the very first corner. Okay, power of the sim gods, we salute you. Please, let's not have a shit race. This Porsche is already right up my ass, so you can see that. Porsche was all over me. So we lost 1 place there, but we were just trying to, everyone was trying to get it moved cleanly, which is good. Okay, everyone's been very polite, which is good. So I've just realised I haven't started Coach Dave, so we don't have a spotter. So we're reliant on the little graphic on screen, so hopefully that won't hurt us. Does that count as a Morris mishap? Possibly. Okay, let's not lose the pack now. Mercedes pushing me on the inside. So far so good, everyone's driving very clearly. I've just lost a little bit of pace on the guys ahead. Let's just see if we can catch us up. Better through that corner actually, that was better. So one of the cars ahead went wide. So probably P17. No, oh dear. No, oh dear. Wow. So that's what we were saying about Morris mishaps. Oh dear, I'm sorry guys, absolute garbage. I don't know what happened there, just completely lost the car. I think the car is toast. Yep, we are absolutely toast. Oh, absolute turnip. Don't know what I did there, just completely lost control of the car. Oh. And so it ends as it started. I can't believe that. Absolutely gutted that's happened. My tyre temperatures are too wrong as well, they're way too high. I think I got my setup a bit wrong. Oh, well, I am so sorry guys, you turned up for a race that is absolute codswallop. Maybe I should try to do some comedy or something while we're doing it. I just can't believe I just did that. Oh, we're going to come last. Oh dear. I just want a race where I don't cock up. The pressure of racing are just stupid mistakes. See, I drove for 45 minutes and didn't do anything like that. Absolute garbage. Okay, well, that's ELO shots. That's goal 3 shots. That's race shots. I am so sorry, guys, if you turned up for a race and you're watching this now. It's a lovely shot of the pits. Because I absolutely made an absolute pig's ear of coming around that corner. The car just completely just went sideways. Obviously, I hit somebody, so I'm sorry for who I collided with. I think we are going to be last. We're going to saving graces. Maybe there was one guy further behind than me. Oh, absolute codswallop. I don't know what I need to do to stop making these stupid mistakes in races. Again, I'm so sorry guys for watching the race. 22 minutes of me being last, unfortunately, which is not great. Right here, okay, 20 minutes of doing something. Now let's try and salvage something out of this disaster zone. Right here, okay, Andrew. What's done is done. You can't sort that now, Andrew. Oh dear, can't believe that happened. I have to watch it back in the replay. Okay, so we are the back of the pack. A whole lap behind everybody. Let's see if we can do anything to try and catch up with these guys. So we are 2 minutes 22 behind P21. Gonna get 20 minutes of me driving, so I'll try and not be crap. Oh dear. It's a story of my season really, LFM. Story of my season with this bloody Ferrari. It's the instability of the car costing me. Absolutely went sideways, the car. So we've lost safety rating, we've lost ELO. I'm not going to miss the Ferrari from that point of view. It's so slidey. I've got a funny feeling my tyre pressures are wrong here as well. So they're too low, I think. So this could be an interesting 17 minutes. Again, I'm so sorry for that, guys. Absolute crap. Don't do it again, Andrew. Same bloody corner. Oh dear, no, we're driving like an absolute babushka. Oh, I think I've got a bit of a gap now with ACC of at least 2 weeks for me to kind of get my head right. tyre pressures are all wrong here as well. They're all way too low, so I'm going to struggle with that. I could have sworn I flicked the switch for the tyre pressures to be the same. We'll see, hopefully we'll warm up. So we are 34 seconds behind. I don't have much luck in Spa. I think my Apex Online race was pretty much the same. I drove 45 minutes in bunker racing and was absolutely fine. If you do watch it after the recording, apologies, it's just me driving on my own. We had a pretty big mishap. The first lap, we spun out, we just completely, the car did a 360. It'll be interesting to watch back. Just literally, don't know what happened. The car just decided just to book me. So we're now 38 seconds behind P21. I think I just took that corner too aggressive. So we need to be 220 on due to try and 222 to try and catch up. I'm not good driving like that. So we're now 45 seconds behind. So the guys are back here on 222s. This Ferrari is just so unstable. It's crazy. Doesn't help with that left-hand tyre pressure is very low. So that's going to be a challenge. It's going to be low on grip, but remember that. Oh dear, I was so looking forward to this race all day. Really felt confident I could get a good result. I was pleased with my qualifying time. I knew I could get quicker. It's just my own stupid fault, jeopardising myself all the time. I mean, as crashes go, it was a pretty spectacular one. Okay, 13 minutes of me trying to scrabble something. What I will say about the McLaren is it's a lot more planted than the Ferrari. So hopefully that is the car that pulls me back out of the brink. I need something. I've done a Sheffield United, obviously, as a blade, having to suffer through the 8-0 at the weekend. I've just done a Sheffield United, I think that's becoming a whole new term. Oh gosh, do it again, Drew. Just not like that corner. So his tyres are definitely struggling on the left-hand side. I think we need a miracle to try and catch the guys ahead. So they are 1 minute 18 ahead. So I think that's going to take our ELO to an absolute low. This car is so skiddy, and I don't know why the temperatures on the left hand side are struggling so much. We caught up a back marker, or is it somebody that's... Well, he's probably one lap ahead of us, to be fair. It's probably is one lap ahead of us. At least it's somebody to drive with. It's going to be tricky with that tyre at 25 degrees. We're going to be 25 psi. We're really low on tyre pressures. I wasn't expecting, obviously, to have to do tyre change, which is not ideal. This Ferrari is skiddy enough as it is without running on low tyre pressures. So we will be losing safety rating all round, I think, for that incident. Just, if you can cock up a race, that's how you cock it up. Just absolutely cripple yourself in the very first lap. Again, just that corner, the Ferrari just drifting. This is probably my last race in the Ferrari. As much as I've enjoyed it, I've hated it. I think this epitomises the challenges that I've had with the car. Just so sliding. It's going to be quite tricky driving these last 10 minutes with really low tyre pressure. Oh dear, well, best laid plans and all that. So back to the drawing board for next season. I don't want to keep doing what I'm doing, just making such stupid gaffes. I guess the only way is up really now, with my ELO on its absolute arse. I feel like I'm just hot lapping. Hot lapping very, very slowly. I could have sworn I checked the checkbox for the tyre pressure. Didn't really need new tyres. I don't know why the game did that for me. Yeah, okay, well, we regroup next season with a different car and hopefully no more stupid mistakes like that. So we've slightly caught up with the guy ahead, not much, but we have a little bit. So I'm going to drop down a gear just because the car is skidding that much because the pressures are so low. It should be between 26 and 27, around 26.6 is the optimal. so I'm definitely running with less grip than ideal. Ferrari's like driving on glass, and then throw this into it, it's definitely like driving on glass. The only saving grace was I crashed near the pit, so I have to hobble all the way around the track. Oh god, Andrew, bloody hell, fire Andrew, what the stuff are you doing? Oh. No fast repair in ACC. Not like iRacing where you've got to go into pits and have a fighting chance of playing catch up. Pretty much as soon as that happened, it was race over. There's not much I could do. So we're going to lose about 70 elo for this. So our elo is going to be absolute flipping rhubarb.com. These lap times are diabolical. Okay, 5 minutes of me driving around, hot lapping. With low tyre pressures. Oh dear. 24.9, that's, wow, that's crazy. There'll be no live stream next week because LFM's having a break, and probably I need a break. Look at what car I'm going to use next season. And we need to try and get something going. Other than that one mistake, we've actually not driven pretty cleanly, which is even more annoying. I'm sure this race I could have competed. Okay, 3 minutes to go. Let's just try. So we are catching up on the guys. Only 55 seconds. Really want a 2:22. So looking at the time, fastest lap times, we're definitely quicker than some of the back markers. And that's with no grip. P4s, I forget, what's he keep doing? So final lap. I feel like I've just not seen anybody. Well, at least the qualifying was interesting. Most of the first lap was okay, until I decided to do a bit of a 360 spin. Okay. P21 is just behind me. If I can hold him for 2 more laps, I think. I've still got my fuel all wrong as well, so pretty much it was all. So the guy behind me is quite a bit quicker than me. He's at least 4 seconds per lap quicker than me. So there's probably little point me trying to hold him. Yeah, mate, there you go, you have it. You're quicker than me. I'm not going to ruin your race or try and make my race any more worse. With my tyre pressures, there's no point me trying to battle. All I'll do is cause more harm to me. Oh, well, I'm so sorry, everybody, for such a rubbish race. This is bottom, the only way is up. So this is the end of the Ferrari, my last race racing the Ferrari. Hopefully it's the end of slidey.com. Slide off that flipping corner. Oh dear. Well, it was something. It wasn't a race, it was something. Oh yeah, dear. To say that is bitterly disappointing is an understatement. I'm proper knocked about that. But anyway, let's have a look at the replay and find out what I did wrong. Oh dear. So where are we? So we're at lap 1. Oh, that's where we crashed. Change car, change camera. So I was quite pleased with that corner exit actually. I got through there pretty cleanly. I was pleased with that. That wasn't a total foobar. And there was nobody around me. Just lost the back end. Back end went. Unfortunately, I clipped him. Wow. I gotta admit, it was an impressive crash. How many loops did I do? How many twizzles did we do? If you're going to crash, why not crash in style, I guess? It's going to close race start because it's getting in the way. I guess if you're going to crash, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spins. I think that's an 8.9 out of 10 for a spin. Again, I still don't really know what happened with the back end. It just literally just went on me. Literally just the back end went. Tried to help my brakes and obviously spun. I should have held my brakes longer actually. That's a bit naughty of me. I should have held the brakes longer. I still don't really know why the back end flicked out so much as it did. Oh yeah, so it's there. I lost it. You can see actually just coming round. On this corner. Yeah, there we go. So I think I've lost it there. You can see the back end is starting to go out at this stage. Yeah, there we go. You can see I've lost the back of the car now, and I've pretty much got no. Yeah, I've lost at that point. It's going. It's going. I'm going sideways. I should have held my brakes better than I did, which is not good of me. Honestly, this car has been the story of my life, just spinning, spinning, spinning. So, nothing to blame but me. So, to the garage. So, I'm just going to have a nosy in LFM to see what the scores on the doors are. Don't think the race results are through yet. So the results haven't come through yet, guys. So, okay, well, it's the end of season 11. Wasn't quite the end that we wanted. The 3 goals, well, we got 1 of the 3. Obviously, the other 2 were predicated on not doing the 3rd one, which is just super annoying. And again, obviously, then my tyre pressures. I could sworn I'd set the tyre pressures to be set up correctly, but anyway, such is life. Apologies, it wasn't the best stream. I do hope we're collectively across all the streams you have enjoyed it. We will be taking a bit of a break now until the new season starts, where I try and get my race mojo back. We won't be racing in the Ferrari, so bye-bye Ferrari. Thank you for the spins. They've been fun. And we'll be back again in a couple of weeks' time for the start of the new season. Obviously, we should find out in a week's time what the new track layouts are going to be. But thanks for checking out the stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.